This is a sad day for everybody in the tech industry. Stephen Paul Jobs died at the age of 56. I'd like to personally say that he will be missed. I was a big fan of his. Now, I made a comment on another video pertaining to his passing, and somebody had responded with the essentially a negative statement that contained some profanity, and I had to explain to him what I'm about to explain to you guys. Everybody knows about the iPod, the iPhone, his innovation with the Macintosh, the way we communicate with people nowadays, the way we do our work, the way we play. It's just changed so much because of him. On a personal level, though, I would not have been able to complete my high school program in graphic design if it wasn't for him. Because at the time, 2003, Apple was the only company that had a magnifier built into their computer where you could just hit a single keystroke. That's still available today. It's Command Option 8. You hit that, and then you hit Command Option plus to zoom in, minus to zoom out. It's that easy. And it worked. It worked so smoothly. I can't describe it to you unless you actually try it out for yourself. Which is to say, I can't describe it at all. Anyway, because of that, I was able to finish my high school degree in graphic design. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you just use a PC? Well, at the time, Microsoft had nothing that could even touch what Apple was doing unless you were willing to pay a fair sum of money. At the time, it was around $500 or $600. This is already on top of the computer. So if you were to purchase, say, a computer that, in terms of bundled software and hardware aesthetics, came close to the Macintosh, you'd still have to buy the magnification software on top. That is where he's innovated in my eyes. Same goes for if you're entirely blind. He was the first to build in a truly usable screen reader. Microsoft's Narrator is not a truly usable screen reader. A truly usable screen reader would be something like JAWS, which again, you get a computer that is on par with the iMac when it comes to bundled software and aesthetics. You're still paying an extra $1,000 for the screen reader, but it's more than just price. Mac OS X is the only operating system that you can literally walk up to it, hit a keystroke, which is Function Command F5, and it won't just drop you into the screen reader. In Windows, it'll drop you into the screen reader and you're left to fend for yourself. Because of the way Steve Jobs thinks, he didn't do that. What he did was, you turn on the screen reader and it would say, "Welcome to VoiceOver." If you already know how to use VoiceOver, press the V key now. In other words, it actually brought you a step-by-step tutorial that did more than just teach you how to use the screen reader. It even taught you the layout of the Macintosh keyboard and was built with desktops and laptops in mind. You're paying $1,000 for a computer that has a full entertainment suite and a full, just the way it works, the experience is so seamless. And to top it off, you throw in a screen reader that has truly usable credentials out of the box. This is huge, and we have him to thank. So it's innovations like this that honestly will never be forgotten, and it is because of this that he will be sorely missed and remembered for many generations to come. He also did the same with the mobile front. The iPhone is the first and only screen reader that uses, at the time when it was announced, it was the first screen reader to be built in to use gestures. And again, it's just like VoiceOver on OS X. It was built into the operating system, smooth as silk, didn't really have any problems. In fact, in my experience, I find VoiceOver on the iPhone easier to use than VoiceOver on the Mac. And this is a touch screen device. A device that a lot of people thought a blind person would not be able to use. So it's stuff like this that, you know, he is really an innovator, or was an innovator and a revolutionary thinker, and I don't see anybody ever topping him. They may come close, but I don't see anybody ever topping him. And what I'm really hoping, and I suspect will happen, is that Tim Cook will carry on his legacy for many years to come in the new products that Apple produces. But to everybody else who was a fan of Steve, if you will join me in a moment of silence for him and his family. Thank you. Well, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome. And have a nice day.